son of a bitch! Well, Rooster, I'm shot to pieces. Now he done it.
They don't call him Lucky Ned Pepper for nothing.
That man gave his life for him. He didn't even look back.
Looking back is a bad habit.
The film opens in 1880 in the town of Fort Smith, Arkansas. Inside a saloon, Frank Ross is trying to pull his hired hand, Tom Cheney, out of a violent brawl.
What do you mean? You've been giving me seconds. Man, Christ, you've been stacking the decks.
Oh, come on, Tom.
Them card sharks is cheating me. I want to get my money back.
You work for me. I won't allow you to get in trouble. Give me that gun.
A few days earlier, Frank Ross was a wealthy landowner who owned a large amount of property and lived a happy life with his family, including his eldest daughter, Maddie Ross, an intelligent, sharp-minded young woman who was especially gifted when it came to handling finances and negotiating money matters. According to their plan, Frank and Tom Cheney, a failed man whom Frank had once taken in and given a job, traveled to Fort Smith to purchase several horses for breeding. However, after completing the transaction and preparing to return home the following morning, tragedy struck without warning. A few days later, Maddie Ross arrives in Fort Smith to identify her father's body and becomes determined to seek justice for his death. When she meets with the local sheriff to learn more about what happened, she discovers that the man who murdered her father is none other than Tom Cheney. After committing the crime, he fled into Indian Territory and joined the gang of the notorious outlaw known as Lucky Ned Pepper. Following the recommendation of the local marshal, Maddie decides to hire Rooster Cogburn to help her track Cheney down. Cogburn is an aging deputy marshal, an alcoholic, and a man with only one eye, but he is well known throughout the region for his ruthless nature and extraordinary courage. Things become even more complicated when LaBeouf, a young Texas Ranger, arrives. He is also pursuing Cheney because Cheney had murdered a state senator in Texas. LaBeouf wants to capture Cheney alive so he can bring him back to Texas and collect the reward money, while Maddie insists that Cheney must be hanged in Fort Smith to pay for the murder of her father. Despite their conflicting goals, the three of them eventually agree to work together, though very reluctantly. At first, Cogburn and LaBeouf deliberately try to leave Maddie behind by crossing the river without her, believing that a young girl like her would quickly give up. But Maddie does something that leaves both men completely stunned.
My God.
You were a little slow getting across.
Go back.
I will do no such thing.
It is Maddie's determination and stubborn courage that forces Cogburn to reluctantly allow her to join them. A few days later, the group stumbles upon a remote cabin.
Try that on the chimney.
You better move. Tell those others to be careful with their guns.
Prove.
Coming out.
We seen Ned and Hayes 2 days ago, McAllister.
You blow and I'll kill you.
I'm played out, Quincy. I gotta have a doctor.
Oh, Lord, oh, God, I'm dying. Help me.
Where's Ned Pepper?
They're gonna rob the Katy Flyer. They're coming here tonight for rematch. They won 4 horses.
Using information obtained from the two outlaws, Cogburn and LaBeouf set up an ambush near the cabin. When Lucky Ned Pepper and his gang arrive, a series of unexpected misunderstandings suddenly leads to a fierce gunfight. 2 gang members are killed, but Pepper and the remaining outlaws manage to escape.
Well, LaBeouf, you're quite a horse shooter.
I was trying for Ned Pepper.
Well, next time try with a horse and maybe you'll hit Pepper.
Afterward, they bring the captured criminals to McAllister's store and hand them over to the local authorities. While there, Cogburn tries to convince Maddie to return somewhere safe, but she refuses without hesitation. For Maddie, this is no longer simply a mission of revenge. It has become her own personal battle. One morning, while collecting water by herself, Maddie unexpectedly comes face to face with Tom Cheney.
I know you, little Matty, the bookkeeper.
And I know you, Tom Cheney.
What are you doing? That was not my meaning.
I'm here to take you back to Fort Smith and hang you.
Is that so?
Well, there's a posse of officers up the hill that'll force you to go.
I think I'll oblige those officers to come after me.
And you mean to say that you won't go with me on your own free will?
All the way back until it locks.
I know how to do it.
You just got it the other way around. Now you will follow me. Sheriff! Where are you? I didn't think you'd do it.
I'm down here. I got Cheney.
I just didn't think you'd do it.
You killed my father when he was trying to help you. You're just a piece of trash.
One of my short ribs is broke.
I'll shoot you again if you don't get up. Oh!
Little busybody.
Sis! Sis!
Hurry up down here!
Take her and go!
Oh!
The truth, who's out there?
Marshal Rooster Cogburn and a Texas Ranger.
Rooster! Prepare answer, Rooster, I'll kill this girl! You and that ranger get moving double fast. If I see you ride over that bold ridge to the north, I'll spare the girl.
You do what you think is best, Ned.
What do you do? Your 5 minutes is running. You better move.
All right, we're moving, but we'll need more than 5 minutes.
Hey, Ned. Rooster Cogburn is no good friend of mine. He let us right into your hands, and now he's left me with a gang of cutthroats. Is that what they call grit in Fort Smith? We call it something else in Yale County.
The gang continues moving forward, leaving Cheney behind to guard Maddie while they wait to switch horses. However, Cheney decides that the safest option is to kill Maddie and eliminate any future threat she might pose.
All right, Cheney. That's enough. You get over there. Everything's against me.
Where's Rooster?
He's down below, watching the front door. You get over there and you stay over there.
Where is the girl, Ned?
I can't answer for her now.
Rooster! Make a run for it! I got Matty!
Well, Rooster, will you give us the road?
Farrell, you and your brother stand clear. I got no interest in you today.
I call that bold talk for a one-eyed fat man.
Fill your hand, you son of a bitch!
Hooray for the man from Texas!
Damn you both. First time you ever give me reason to cuss you. Baby sister!
With no time left to waste, he places her on his horse and rides through the night in a desperate search for a doctor, fighting to save her life before the venom spreads throughout her body. That race against death becomes the clearest proof of the deep care he has developed for this stubborn young girl. When they return to Fort Smith, the Ross family's lawyer gives Cogburn a reward payment for saving Maddie's life. Not long afterward, Cogburn returns to the old territory to recover LaBeouf's body and bring him back to Texas for a proper burial, a final act of respect for the fallen companion who gave his life. Sometime later, Cogburn personally escorts Maddie, who is now slowly recovering, back to her family's farm in Yale County, Arkansas. Before they part ways, Maddie tells him that on the final day of his life, she wants him to be buried in the Ross family cemetery. so that he will never have to lie alone in some forgotten, unmarked grave. Cogburn is deeply moved and quietly accepts her offer. Then, before riding away, and in response to Maddie teasing him that he is too old to ride the way he once did, Cogburn urges his horse forward and performs a spectacular leap over a fence right in front of her eyes. It is his way of proving that although time may take away a person's youth, it can never take away the courage that lives within their heart.